Today I have my chamomile. As you can see, I've still been using it. This is like my second full batch of this 8-ounce spray. So, you know, it lasts for a pretty good while. I've still been using it while my skin is peeling. I'm almost done with the peeling process, but there's still like a lot of patches and stuff like that. Usually I was using this twice a day, but with my skin peeling and everything, I've only been using it like once a day. About to go back up to twice a day, now that I only have like maybe 6 or 5 days left of this peel before my skin should be completely, you know, back to new. Also, this is just a face toner that I had gotten from another company. Actually, it was a chamomile tea and blue tansy flower face toner. Had other stuff in it too, but I poured that out. Well, I didn't pour it out, I used it all, and then I just recycled it, and this is what the hibiscus is in. With the hibiscus, I boiled it in a teapot, and once it started boiling, I took it off the heat and I just let it steep for like 15 to 20 minutes, and I had the dried hibiscus inside the teapot, and then after that I just strained out the flowers and let it cool, and then now we have it in here, and then the rest of it I drank, and I'm still drinking it. I'm also still drinking green tea and spearmint tea every single day. I try to break it up to drinking some, like a cup of it in the morning and then like another cup of both in the evening. And what I do is I mix the two. So I brew them separately in 30-ounce tumblers, which you've probably seen in my video, those, yeah. So I brew them separately. So one 30-ounce will be of green tea, the other 30-ounce will be of spearmint, and then I just put those in the fridge, have them chilled, and then in the morning I just combine both into a cup and I drink it. So far it is working pretty well. I did have a setback because I ran out of MSM, and my skin did get a new bump. It's right there, and then, well, I'm not wearing makeup obviously, and like I scratched myself right there, so don't worry about that. So far that was the only new one that popped up. So this was during maybe a 2 to 3 day period when I was waiting on my new MSM to come, so I wasn't taking any MSM, so it could be related to the MSM. I'm not sure. We will see. We will see. I don't know how long I've been doing the green tea and spearmint. I'll have to look back at my videos, but I wanted to do it for at least a full month. I definitely don't think I've hit a full month yet. If I have, I'll be very surprised. But at that time I'll do like a full review. But so far I'm still just like monitoring my skin to see if anything new does pop up. And yeah, I kind of messed up with the MSM thing, and that was just me being dumb and not ordering it in enough time. Here we are, things happen. So with the hibiscus, I was a little worried because like it's red and I haven't yet completely used it, but it doesn't look like it shows up red on my skin. It smells really good. I don't know if it's what was in here before that makes it smell so good, but I'm trying to figure out if I should use both, if I should continue using the chamomile and then add on a layer of hibiscus. Obviously, if I'm doing the chamomile and hibiscus, I won't necessarily get to see what the full results of the hibiscus is. So, but at the same time, I know like they're kind of a power couple, especially when it comes to skin brightening. So, you know, in a way, I kind of do want to like do both, just because I know it's gonna be so much stronger. So I can't completely say what hibiscus on its own as a topical will do, because obviously I will be mixing it. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm hoping that it will continue to help my skin peel a little bit quicker, so I can get back to new. As you can see, we still have some areas that are not done yet. We will see what happens. As far as the spearmint and the green tea, I'm trying to figure out which one is worth saving, and after my little experiment is done, like which one is really doing the most. The scary thing with this is like you stop doing one thing, and then if my skin starts to like get worse or like to revert, then I'm gonna feel really dumb. And I'm gonna have to work back up to getting it under control. But at the same time, I don't want to have to take both if I don't have to drink both. So if I can just get away with just doing green tea, that would be great, because obviously green tea is the easiest, is easier to get your hands on. But if it is the spearmint that's doing, you know, that's helping my skin, then yeah, spearmint's a little more difficult to get. I think it's like $4 to $5 a box, and the box only comes with like 16 tea bags, where with green tea it's like $2 a box, and you get definitely like around 30 or something, 20 or 30. So you could see, you know, the pros and the cons But like I said, it's really not worth doing a review on until I like actually hit the full like at least 4-week mark. But with most things that happen that have to do with like skincare, I've noticed usually it takes like around 6 to 8 weeks to really see the full benefits. So I know that 4 weeks sounds like a long time, but it's really not, and it's better just like to hold out before like decidedly saying yes this works or no this really didn't make that big of a difference. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, but so far I am keeping up with it, and I am keeping up with even the chamomile spray and the hibiscus I just started, so we'll see if there's a difference with that. But I'm really excited. I think I mentioned in my other video I'm going to be upping my glutathione back to 4,000 milligrams, and I've been on 2,000 milligrams for the past 2 weeks maybe, and I've also been able to keep it in like overnight, which has been amazing. I'm wondering if once I add up, you know, another 2,000 to where I'm taking 4,000 milligrams of reduced glutathione a day, I'm wondering if it's going to be more difficult for me to retain the rectal syringe, or if I'll continue to be able to wake up in the morning and then, you know, dispel it. So we will see. But obviously I do like being able to keep it in for so long. I feel like it really is helping, and I feel like it's going to speed up my results. So I'm kind of excited. As far as topicals in the shower, technically I could go back to using my kojic soap in the shower again. The kojic soap I'm using right now, it's actually a mixture of kojic soap and glutathione. I could go back to that, but because my skin is still peeling, it's just I need to stay away from, like, I can't exfoliate or anything yet. But technically it would be safe to go back to using that. And usually when I put that on my skin, I lather it. Well, it doesn't really lather, but you know, I rub it everywhere, and then I turn off the water and I just like listen to a song. So I leave it on for like at least 3 to 4 minutes, and then I rinse off again. I feel like kojic soap does help, but obviously the topicals that are going to stay on your skin for like hours on end, those are going to do more than, you know, a topical that you're just going to put on for a couple minutes and then take off. So really the longer you leave it on, the better your results. I think kojic soaps are really great for those difficult areas like knees, elbows, and underarms. They do wonders, and so those areas, you could basically do those areas without even being in the shower. So if you wanted to, you know, dampen those areas with water and then put some of the soap on it and then leave it on for like 10 to 15 minutes and then get a washcloth and, you know, just wash it off, I think that would be really beneficial for if you have difficult areas. Another thing I've been noticing is that my hands seem to be pretty light. They're a lot lighter than even if you go further in my arm. I took a picture yesterday. I was trying to see, because, like, you know, in real life versus in a picture, so there's some things that you can't see as clearly. So in person, the difference between the color of my hand and like the color of my stomach is like, there's such a difference. And so I took a picture. I don't know if you guys can like really tell that much from the picture, but it reminded me of a blog I was reading, and it was talking about lightening with glutathione and MSM. And basically the woman said that she noticed that the outside, like, she was lightening quicker on like her hands, on her feet, rather than like the core of her body. So it's like the stomach took longer, the back took longer, but like from hands to arms, you know, lower legs, like those sped up quicker. And then like the closer like to your core, that kind of took a longer time. And I'm trying to figure out like, why is that? Like, why are hands and feet quicker to start lightening as opposed to like an arm that's like up here, or like a stomach? Obviously it's my chest. You guys have known, because I told you that my chest is usually covered, so it's always out of the sun. But also I never have to put any lightening stuff on it because it was already bleached. So yeah, and I did that accidentally. I had no idea it was happening, which is pretty funny. So usually I don't have to put anything there, but I'm still taking things internally, so obviously what I'm taking internally is going to affect it. But as for my stomach is like, you know, it's way darker.